Look. Look at how it's speaking. It's speaking to, oh my god. I want pounded yam at the moment. That's what the Efo is saying. You want pounded yam? Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I swallow this with pounded yam. Can you see it? Very lovely. It's all done now. You don't really need the Efo to cook a lot because it's finished, isn't it? So it's just a little bit of it. It's fine, and it turns out the way I want it because we don't want a bit of water. We don't want water. So that's it. So this is all ready. I'm just going to make some pounded yam. Action. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you're new here, please do click on subscribe button, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today I'm going to be doing cook with me show. Hey, guess what we're cooking today? So we're going to be cooking Efo Elegusi. Yes, this is a Nigerian dish, but it's really amazing. So I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be using, and there we are. So we're going to be cooking assorted Efo Elegusi. So today this is egusi we're going to be using, and these are the peppers we're going to be using. Bell peppers and bell peppers, yeah. Few onions, and we're going to be using this plum tomatoes, meat, abodi, shaki, chicken, plum, and a bit of bushmeat. Yeah, it is bushmeat. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to be using the red oil, blended crayfish, and Efo itself, and also locust beans. Yeah. Okay, let's get right to it. So first of all, before I wash all my meat, I normally wash the sink, you know. So let me just get to it. Just quickly do a round wash of the sink. Okay, so I'm going to also use all-purpose seasoning, just a little bit. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of water to cook it. It's a lot of meat, isn't it? It will all go down. I'm a family of 5, so we eat a lot of meat. So I'm going to put it on my gas cooker now. This is the Efo I'm going to be using. It's called spinach in English. So I'm going to cut it now into smaller pieces, and then I'm going to use hot water to wash all the dirt away. So let's start cutting. Okay, so that is done. So I'm gonna blend my pepper. Just let me get blended. Okay, I'm gonna be using this. I'm just gonna use 1 plum. Of course, this is what I use to my taste, depending on what you like, but I'm gonna be using 1 plum. So just gonna pour it like that. Actually, I'm gonna leave one seed back. I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna use one bell pepper. Yeah, I like to take the seed out. Okay. So I know we like a bit of spice. So I'm gonna be using 5 Scotch bonnets. So 5. These ones are really spicy, by the way. Okay. So I'm gonna be using 1 big onion. After like 15-20 minutes. So just hold on, let me use this serviette. So you see it's gone down. You can actually stir it now. Can you see it? Good. I don't think I'm going to be using all the meat, but you know, let's just cook them all. Just gonna taste the water. Yummy. Okay. So let's just wait for 5 more minutes. I've just poured a little bit of red oil in the pot. I'm just waiting for it to get hot. So everything is already done. The meat is already boiled. The bushmeat, I've decided to just boil it a little bit, and then the Efo spinach is already washed. My egusi is already been microwaved. My blended crayfish is ready, and I'm gonna be using my locust beans straight from Ondo State. Shout out! But anyway, so my red oil is pot now, so I'm just gonna wait till it gets hot. Clue is for you to know if this oil is hot enough, the yellow bubbles on top of it will disappear. That yellow bubble will disappear, then that's when you know that it's hot. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn a little bit of fan off so I don't get my house on fire. So you might be hearing that noise, so it's just a little bit of fan. Okay, so let me just get my spoon. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I think it's hot enough. So again, one method, you could actually start with egusi by itself, but because I already microwaved it, it's already solid. I'm gonna start with the red oil. So I mean with the peppers. So I'm gonna put the cooker on the lowest level so the pepper doesn't splash out. So I'm just gonna splash. Again, some people like to put onions first, but because I've already blended all my onions together, so I don't want it to show. Or else I'm cooking a foriro that will put a lot of onions before I put peppers on. So there we go. Just gonna get all the pepper out of the blender. Okay. Because the oil was really hot, the peppers already just fried immediately, but I'm just gonna let it fry a bit. Okay, so this is me putting my egusi in. Can you see that? Because I've microwaved the egusi, so it makes it stands. It gives it a little bit of stability in the soup. So I'm just gonna wait till it gets fried together with the soup. Okay. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and put my crayfish. I don't want it too much. Okay, then I'm gonna put my locust beans. Just go. At the moment, I'm gonna give it 5 minutes to just fry together and just get everything in there. I mean 2 minutes, not up to 5 minutes. I kept saying 5 minutes for everything today. So let's just give it a bit of time. Okay, just gonna stir it so it doesn't get burnt. Can you see how it looks at the moment? Just give it a minute. That's how it looks at the moment. Cool. So what I'm gonna do is so all my meats are too much, so I'm gonna just pick and put some in there. So normally I can grill them, but I don't want to grill them today. I just want to eat them like the way it is. Okay, so it's cooked a bit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put my bushmeat. I'm gonna take it out, but I just want the bushmeat to have the spice from the soup. Okay, there we go. I'll bring all this big one out and leave the little one there. Sorry. There we go. Can you see it? So it's got all the meat. So I'm gonna put it in this plate. It's got the spices inside now. Ooh. This is what we call buka bushmeat. Can you see it? It's just got the spice. I'll leave some in there, of course, but just bring these big ones out. Can you see it? There we go. That's it. So now that it's a bit cooked, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull. I'm gonna taste it first if it needs a bit of spice, like Maggi, but I don't think you need Maggi. No, because I've used the meat from the water. No, I think it's okay. Again, I did put salt in the meat, so the meat water that I'm using is making it like it's got all the spices in it, so I don't need to put salt. But of course, if you're cooking yours and when you're tasting it, after you pour your water inside and you still need a bit of salt or Maggi, you can go ahead and add it, but at this time I don't need to put any Maggi in it or salt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my Efo. So I'm gonna squeeze the water out. Yep. And then I'm gonna just like do it like this, spread it around. Can you see it? Just put it on the lowest heat while I did that. So squeeze the water out again. Yeah. And then just spread it in. Okay. So I'm gonna like stir it to see. Ooh, it's looking good. So can you see it? It's looking good already, but I'm gonna put more on efo. So just let me do it like that. Just squeeze the water out. We don't like we don't like our soup to have a lot of water in it. So especially egusi efo or Efo Elegusi, we don't like it to have a lot of water. So that's why I always squeeze it out. There you go. Then finish it up now. So I can just put more. See, look at the water I squeezed out from that efo. So just give me a second. I'm just gonna dispose this water and then put the spinach straight away in there. Okay. That's it. Then I'm just going to stir it again. Give it a stir like that. Okay. Just give it a stir and then wait for a bit. Just give it a bit of heat. Give it five minutes for it to cook with the efo, and then it's ready to eat. So let me just cook it. Cover it so you have all the steam. Okay. Look at how it's speaking. It's speaking. Oh my god! I want pounded yam at the moment. That's what the efo is saying. You want pounded yam? Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I swallow this with pounded yam. Can you see it? Very lovely. It's all done now. You don't really need the efo to cook a lot because it's spinach, isn't it? So it's just a little bit of heat. It's fine, and it turns out the way I want it because we don't want a bit of water. We don't want water. So that's it. So this is all ready. I'm just going to make some pounded yam, poundo. So, and then I will serve it and I'll show you how it looks like. See you in a bit. I'll be coming with another video of how to make pounded yam, so you don't really need to see this. So I'm just going to quickly do it and then show you how I serve it. Thank you. Just give me a second. This is the finishing look of the soup. I'm just going to swallow it with this pounded yam. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, the button below, and click on the bell button so you never miss any of my videos. Thank you for tuning in and you have a lovely day. Take care.